PropTech software development trends in 2026, 8 shifts. Every team should be tracking. Every PropTech team in 2026 faces the same question: where do the next 6 months of engineering go? The trends answer it. Each one has moved past the hype stage and into real production use across enough portfolios to matter. For anyone planning PropTech software development in 2026, these 8 signals are worth tracking. Generative AI agents. Generative AI in real estate has stopped looking like a chat window and started looking like a teammate. The most useful agents don't talk, they act. They pick up a task, work through several steps, and hand back a result. Where they earn their keep today: running tenant applications through credit, income, and background checks in a single flow, turning a rough deal term sheet into a first draft lease agreement, watching email threads with prospects and keeping the CRM updated automatically, scanning portfolio data for patterns that an analyst would miss. AI underwriting. Underwriting used to be a bottleneck because humans had to manually pull comps, model scenarios, and check against a dozen rules. AI underwriting removes that bottleneck, which changes who wins deals. The firm that can issue a term sheet on Monday beats the firm quoting on Friday, even if the analysis is roughly equivalent. That shift shows up across the market. Lenders make loan decisions in hours instead of weeks. Investors sort through 10 times more opportunities with the same analyst. Count brokerages pre-qualify buyers before the first property tour. The catch is trust. Models that can't show their work won't clear compliance, and nobody at the decision level will sign off on them. Build explainability into the model. Interoperability Standards. Every PropTech platform connects to systems it doesn't own: MLS feeds, accounting software, payment rails, IoT networks, and CRMs. Without shared data standards, every new connection is a custom project, which means every new integration becomes a long-term maintenance burden. Open standards flip that equation. OSCRE industry. Data model defines a common schema for property, lease, and transaction data. Teams adopting it ship integrations roughly 30% faster and spend 25% less doing so. Project Haystack standardizes how smart building devices describe themselves, so HVAC, lighting, and metering systems can interoperate without custom middleware. The practical payoff is portability. A platform built on open standards can swap vendors, add partners, or export data on short notice. A platform locked into proprietary formats can't do any of those cheaply. Digital twins. A digital twin sounds futuristic until the energy savings show up on the quarterly P&L. The idea is simple: mirror a real building inside software, keep the mirror updated with live sensor data, and use that mirror to ask questions that would be risky or expensive to ask of the physical asset. Teams running digital twins today use them to run what-if simulations on HVAC schedules before applying changes live, predict how a tenant's move-in will affect peak energy demand model renovation impact on rentable square footage and operating costs, test building response to scenarios like extreme weather or evacuation drills. Early adopters will have years of accumulated operational data. Late adopters won't be able to buy that history back. Incremental AI adoption. Big bang AI rollouts fail for 2 reasons. The technology rarely works perfectly out of the gate, and users don't trust what they don't see evolve. The teams actually getting AI into daily operations start with one clear-cut workflow: a lease renewal reminder that fires on schedule, a pricing tool that suggests a realistic range with reasoning attached, a maintenance alert that surfaces pattern-based predictions instead of random noise. Each small feature proves the pipeline works, builds user confidence, and creates the data foundation for bigger agents later. Teams trying to skip that sequence burn 6 months of engineering and quietly shelve the initiative. tokenization and fractional ownership. Real estate ownership has historically been all or nothing. You either owned the building or you didn't. Tokenization changes that by representing ownership as programmable digital shares on a blockchain. Each share can be bought, sold, or transferred without going through a traditional closing process. That opens real estate to investors who would never qualify for a full asset purchase, while giving operators access to a broader capital pool. The regulatory picture is still being worked out market by market, so the smart play for platform builders is architectural flexibility. Systems designed to support tokenized ownership as an optional module will be the first to benefit when the regulations are finalized. ESG and sustainability reporting. ESG reporting used to be a compliance chore. In 2026, it's an input into how buildings get financed. Banks and bond markets now reward verified environmental performance with better rates, which turns sustainability tracking into a cash flow question. Operators seeing the biggest gains share a few habits. They feed sensor and utility data directly into reporting systems. They align ESG data models to the standards their capital sources recognize. They treat emissions tracking as a continuous process. Firms still treating ESG as a marketing section in the annual report leave basis, points on the table every time they refinance. Room for experimentation. A PropTech roadmap that only covers features customers asked for last quarter isn't a roadmap. It's a maintenance plan. The teams moving the industry forward carve out a structured slice of capacity for bets that might not pay off. AR property tours, VR walkthroughs of unbuilt developments, blockchain-backed title records, AI agents that answer tenant questions around the clock. Most of these won't graduate to the main product, and that's expected. The value is in maintaining a steady pipeline of ideas, so when one does land, the team is ready to scale it. Firms pulling ahead in custom PropTech software development treat experimentation as a repeatable process. Why choose InoXoft for PropTech software development? Turning trends into working software is where most PropTech projects stall. InoXoft has spent more than a decade closing that gap for real estate operators, brokerage owners, and PropTech founders. What you can count on when working with us: a PropTech portfolio of 120+ delivered projects across property management, leasing, CRM, brokerage, and smart building systems, ISO 27001 certified engineering practices that make security audit trails and encrypted data part of the default build, pre-built modules for common components, billing, dashboards, notifications, auth, that cut delivery time by around 2.5 times. Scalable architecture patterns that handle 100,000+ property records without hitting a redesigned ceiling. Engagement options that match your project stage, from discovery workshops to dedicated teams or staff augmentation. Not sure which of these trends belong in your next release? Schedule a discovery call with our PropTech engineering team. We'll look at your current stack, your business constraints, and map out what's realistic to ship in the next 6 months. Conclusion: the real work in PropTech software development in 2026 is picking 2 or 3 that fit the business case, sequencing them against a stable architecture, and shipping them before competitors do. AI agents, digital twins, open data standards, and tokenization are all clear enough now that indecision costs more than a wrong call. Teams that move this year will spend the next one compounding the advantage. Teams that wait will be reading about it instead. Curious about what sits underneath these trends? Our full PropTech software development guide covers the architectural choices, cost ranges, development timelines, and partner selection criteria every serious build needs to get right.